Why, hello everyone, it's me again, Katsuhan aka Han, and we're back at it playing Twisted Wonderland again. Last time we left off in the story in the books where I guess Crowley has sent us or is sending us 10 representatives of Night Raven College to Noble Noble Bell Academy for some like cultural educational exchange festival thing. And we just got to the part where all of the chosen representatives are packing and they're ready to go. And I think we're gonna do it's gonna be like a little continuation of that because I don't think we've gone through everybody. Um, as far as I'm aware, I don't know, who knows? My memory is a goldfish. But yeah, we're going to be continuing book one. I did do more lessons, so hopefully I have done enough that we can do a few more chapters. I don't think we'll be able to finish book one because you need to do 150 lessons, and yeah, I have only done 70. But that's more than I would have been doing if I just did the lessons when I was doing this video. But anyway, that's enough of that. Let's continue playing Twisted Wonderland. Alright, moving on to chapter number 4, non-zero effort. Let's see what's gonna happen. And for those of you who didn't watch the last video I made on this, I am going to be reading all of the lines. I wouldn't call myself doing voice acting. I wouldn't call it that what I'm doing. I'm reading and attempting things. So we're gonna leave it at that. But yeah, I will be reading everything. You can mute me if you don't want to hear my voice. That's fine. And yeah, yeah, that's it. I'll be reading stuff. Here we go. Chapter 4, a non-zero effort. Pomfior dorm. See, we're going to be continuing with the packing. Cleanser check. Face wash. Face wash check. Booster essence lotion check. Moisturizer check. We love a skincare king. Eye cream check. Overnight serum check. Day serum check. Sheet masks check. This is a lot for a trip. Vil, you're not even going to the social. You don't have to be so stringent about checking what I'm packing. Oh, this is for Apple. Aw, baby boy. Please, I know you'd take just a charter. Again. Please, I know you'd just take a change of underwear and nothing else if I didn't check. Okay, that's a little unfair. Oh, is it now? I know how you like to cut loose when I'm not around. Oh my gosh, Villa's such a mom, please. You are representing both Night Raven College and our dorm, which is under my leadership. If I hear any rumors of a student from my dorm goofing off in unkempt clothes with unprotected skin, well, I mean, Apple, you should protect your skin. Sunscreen is very good for you. You don't want to get melanoma or any other form of skin cancer. You want to prevent premature aging. Poor Apple, though. I trust I don't need to spell it out. Eep! Worry not, Vil, for Apple will have my fullest support. You don't exactly inspire confidence, Rook. Why did you two, of all people, get selected for this? Oh, Vil, I implore you to forgive me for leaving you alone in such a way. I leave you this flower ere my departure. Oh, he got the riz, bro. I shall return by the time this bud blooms. Please keep it and do not forget me. What? Rook, more like Rizzler, am I right? Dude. You do realize you'll be gone 72 hours, not 72 weeks, right? Look, the head mage may have been flippant about this whole thing, but you attend the famous Night Raven College. People will view you with their own prejudices, for better or for worse. There's no telling who might seek to undermine you. You must stay sharp at all times when socializing. Don't worry, I'll be honest, I ain't got a lick of no interest in no but I'll do my best to uphold Night Raven College and Pomfiore's image. Or is it or heh? You're excited and you know it. I'm going to give you a crash course in ballroom dancing, otherwise you'll just embarrass yourself. A crash course? Right now? Oh, how delightful. Come, Apple, let us trip the light fantastic. Oh, how delightful. Come, Apple, let us trip the light fantastic. What does that mean? Last time we got haggles, we got whatever lick, bite, you're champing at the bit. What are all of these phrases, Twisted Wonderland? Oh, Igna High Dorm. No! I don't want to go to a stupid social. It's the very last thing I'd ever want to do. Are you still kicking up a fuss? So many other students wanted to go. You should consider yourself lucky you got picked. I've done a lot of lottos for merch over the years, but this is the first time I've won something I didn't even want. Ugh, I didn't want to win the grand prize. Aw, I wish I could visit Fleur City. I'd love nothing more than to let you take my spot, but the head mage won't allow it. If only you could come with me. I'm also happiest when we're together. Oh my goodness, Ortho, you're so cute. He's such a brocon. But I'd be just as happy if you made a new friend from another school at the social. Aw, Ortho. Me too, Lydia, me too. Wait, I almost agreed without thinking, but that's kind of a tall order, you know. I don't even have any friends here. Well, just try to make any friend then. Even someone from the Night Raven group. It's a lol-tastic. It's lol-tastic just how pointless going to another school is. But speaking of, what's Fleur City like anyway? I looked it up online. It's not a major blah, 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 blah. I looked it up online. It's not a major metropolis, but it's a beautiful city that's a highly recommended vacation spot. It's known for its unrivaled scenery, and there are certain things you can only find there. Plus, they have lots of neat tourist attractions. Oh, I know! You should take me there another time, Idia. Huh? Me? Take you on a trip? Yeah, you can be my guide and show me places that aren't mentioned on tourist websites. You can think of this trip as a practice run for our own. Practice run? Okay, if I'm doing it for you, I guess I could put forth a non-zero effort. Yay, glad to hear it. Enjoy your practice run then. It's okay. Yeah, it's gonna be okay. It's okay. It's not a social. Idia, are you listening to me? It's okay. It's a solo trip. Everyone else is just baggage. It's not a social. Not a social. He's trying to convince himself. Guess he's really allergic to the word social. Cute. Yeah, I mean, it's always funny how Idia's always being put into these social situations when he really doesn't want to. But like, I kind of feel like it's I don't want to say unfair, but it should be an option if someone can't go or doesn't want to go, that somebody else that really wants to go can take their place. Especially like Idia, like not saying no offense to bro or anything, but like he really doesn't want to go, and also he might not be the most social person, and if judging by what Crowley is saying, he wants to have some good like cultural exchange, social exchange, building up a relationship with the students from the other school. I don't know if Idia is the person I would trust with this sort of diplomatic mission, but you know what? It'll be great for comedic effect, I guess. But yeah, we can do chapter number 5, and yep, we'll just go right into it. A courteous invitation. Diasomnia dorm. No, how could this be? How could Silver and I win the raffle instead of Malleus and Lilia? There are always winners and losers when you draw lots. That's the way of things. Wouldn't you agree, Malleus? I do, yes. Why lament this turn of events? You should rejoice that you were chosen as our representatives. I feel like Malleus would do... I'm so sorry, like, I glitched out there. I would feel like Malleus would do, like, a more sonorous kind of voice. Even though I can't do that, I can certainly try. Admittedly, I didn't make it there on time for the head mage's drawing. I have trouble rejoicing as well. Sebek and I are supposed to be your guards, Malleus. It would be wrong for both of us to leave you and venture into another country. Oh, don't fret about the details. Should I make Lilia like a really, like, old person voice? Oh, don't fret about the details. I can't do it. We ain't gonna do Lilia like that. Okay. Oh, don't fret about the details. The young should make the most of such opportunities when they arise. Besides, I've enjoyed more trips than I can count. Now it's your turn. No more fretting. Go off and enjoy yourselves. Lilia speaks rightly. Have enough fun for all of us. My liege! Such compassion! I, Sebek, shall devote my life to serving you. Bro is like mad simping over his liege. He is such a Malleus simp. Oh my goodness. We seem to have a visitor. Hello there. Why, if it isn't the head mage, what brings you here? I have something important to discuss regarding the social. Draconia! I know this is short notice, but I'd like to add you to the guest list. Pardon? You would add me? But you selected the 10 representatives fairly. What about the raffle? Actually, when I informed Noble Bell College, yes, I got it right. I got the name right. When I informed Noble Bell College who would be attending, they specifically requested your presence. We positively must have the renowned mage Malleus Draconia at the social, they said. Only a head mage of your caliber could nurture such a great and powerful mage, they added. Hats off to you. Would that I could be as... We're gonna do that again. Hats off to you. Would that I could be half as great as you. And how could I say no in the face of such a clear fact? Fact or cap, guys? Nurture? How dare they? You weren't the one to nurture Malleus. He's standing right here. They requested Malleus specifically. Interesting. Now I understand. In that case, I shall join you. Oh, indeed. Are you certain, Draconia? Of course, if they requested my presence directly. That makes it an invitation, doesn't it? For the first time in his life, he has actually been invited to something. Of course! It would be poor form to turn down such a courteous invitation. I gladly accept. Yes, of course you would. But I suppose this will be a good experience for you. I won't object. But this means we'll all be going to the social without you, Father. It's not a big deal. I'm out of school, aren't I? I have plenty of classmates, not to mention clubmates, to keep me company. Besides, we enrolled in Night Raven College to broaden Malleus's horizons. What better way to do that than attend an inter-school function in another land? And I know he'll be in good hands with you and Sebek. I expect you both to guard Malleus diligently so he can enjoy the social. Yes, sir! Sorry to leave you alone, Lilia. I'll bring back more gifts than you can hold in both arms. Absolutely! You can count on that, Lilia. Ooh, yes! Bring me the shiniest, most fascinating souvenirs you can find. I'll pick out something that perfectly suits your tastes, Father. Oh, thank goodness, now I can save face. You needn't worry about safety in Fleur City, it's a very nice place. Besides, the Noble Bell Student Council president who extended our invitations was a most upstanding and trustworthy individual. If it's who I think it is, we can discuss that in more detail later. I'm sure it will be a delightful event. Still, they invited me personally. Such a gesture merits a fine thank you gift. What should I do about that? Oh, he cooking about a gift. So we finished chapter 5, yay! Can we do chapter 6? Yes, we can. Alright, chapter 6, here we go. Chapter 6. Loading. A fun and educational trip. Are we actually gonna leave now? Like, are we all packed ready? Are we fully prepared to leave? Mirror chamber. On the day of departure. The time has come for you to set out. Are all of our representatives here? Yes, sir. Present. Wish I wasn't. Of course. I've been waiting for hours. Yep, I'm good to go. The boss. The silence is so loud. What? What are you doing here, Grim? Well, you see, Grim has been badgering me to let him go on the trip ever since the raffle. Unceasing, day in and day out, his yells even began to echo in my brain. So you decided to let him go? You're the head mage of a prestigious school, and you caved to some pestering? What happened to the fairest possible means? If there's room for exceptions, we demand one as well. Let Lilia join the trip. That's far from what happened. I was struck with the thought, you see. Noble Bell College is normally off limits to us. Perhaps such a place would hold the key to reaching another world. Another world? Wait, you mean... Hey, I'm coming up here. Let's get our trip on. If it isn't Han, what brings you here? Though, by judging though judging by the luggage you're carrying, I think I might know. Yes, Han and Grim will be joining the group as attendants. Heh. We'll be tagging along and taking care of you guys. Which means partying down, getting fawned over, and eating everything in sight. Meow! I don't know how to do his laugh thing, I'm sorry. Now I see, you used Han as a pretext to get Grim off your back. Some head mage we have. I don't see the problem. Now we've got fuzzy companionship and valuable emotional support. Bring on the floof! Relatable. I don't know about the floof part, but I'm glad you got to come along, Han. This is a fine opportunity for you to see more of Twisted Wonderland. Let us enjoy this fun, educational trip together. Good point. I've studied up on Fleur City, Han. Feel free to ask any questions you like. Ask me any questions you like. Though, admittedly, this will be my first real trip abroad. I might not have encountered everything we will encounter. I wish we had a more experienced traveler with us. Someone familiar with the local history and culture. We have that covered, actually. Are you all done chatting now? Huh? What's Train doing here? I'll be your chaperone for this trip. Uh. Professor Train hails from the Shaftlands, and he's knowledgeable about various histories and cultures worldwide. He used to do a great amount of field work as well. I say he's the best possible chaperone you could have. It was all part of my efforts to enrich your travel experience, which is out of the pure kindness of my heart, of course. You know what? Whenever Crowley says things like, "Oh, how kind I am! I'm such a kind person. Oh, the greatness, the kindness in my heart, blah blah blah," right? I always get get reminded of in the movie 300, you have Xerxes, the Persian king, and he's always like, "For I am such a generous god. I am such a kind god." That reminds me, like every time I hear Crowley, I get reminded of him, and I'm like, yo. The resemblance is uncanny. Anyway, all right, everyone, I have some important words for you before we leave. We are traveling to a faraway land. I understand that's exciting, but this trip is not all fun and games. Learn the history of Fleur City and Nobel Bell. I really need to not call it Nobel. I think it's because I'm thinking like Nobel Prize, or I don't know. But it's Noble. Noble, okay. Learn the history of Fleur City and Noble Bell College. Rethink your conceptions of what a maid should be. Observe the other Arcane Academy students and examine what views your brethren hold. Approach the game, could you not for a second? Approach the social with open minds, accepting the stimulating experiences it provides. These will nourish your future development. Okay, this is kind of over my head. I wasn't expecting Professor Train to be our chaperone. You must mind your manners at all times and never get distracted. I couldn't agree more, sir. Of course you wouldn't agree more. Yes, absolutely. I'm extremely honored to receive such a valuable learning opportunity. Yes, a most satisfactory response. However, I'm worried, quite worried about Lucius. The cat. Meow. Meow. Nuzzle sounds. I don't know how to do nuzzle sounds. I'll try. Hopefully that was a nuzzle enough sound. Aw, you're willing to be patient and wait for me? What a good boy you are. I'm so sorry for my game cutting out. I have no idea what it's doing there. I'm sorry. Oh, you're leaving Lucius here? I wouldn't want him to have an emergency in an unfamiliar place. I've asked Professor Cruel to watch him while I'm gone. Is Professor Cruel the best person to watch a pet? That is a question I have. Because, as we know from the quote-unquote lore, the lore being 101 Dalmatians, he potentially doesn't have the best relationship with animals, so I am slightly concerned about that. Normally, I wouldn't dream of leaving Lucius in the hands of a dyed-in-the-wool dog person. But considering the other faculty, he was the only choice. You mean Coach Vargas and Sam? Yeah, I get that. While dogs and cats do differ, Professor Cruel still cares for living creatures. I'm sure Lucius will be fine. That's kind of funny, like here, Professor Cruel's like, I love animals, and then 101 Dalmatians like, let me unalive, let me unalive all these dogs. Indeed, he was the most enthusiastic about teaching Lucius commands like, stay and place. Lucius, ignore everything he tells you. Though I arranged the trip, I'll be remaining here. Don't worry about getting any gifts for me. As a side note, I prefer treats with subtler flavors rather than overpowering ones. But really, don't worry about it at all. Oh, head mage. Does everyone have all their belongings? Yes, sir. Then have a swell trip. I think I'll say I'll bring you back some snacks because I'm gonna be the generous person. Ooh. We're here! Oh. So, Hunchback of Notre Dame coded. Oh my goodness. This is really cool. Whew. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Yes, it looks like all 13 of you made it safely. So this Noble Bell College. So this is Noble Bell College. What grand and beautiful stained glass windows. This place feels pure in a sense. I mean, you could say that, I guess. It's Notre Dame. Yeah, even though we're in a big cavernous hall, the light coming through the windows is so bright. Let's go and greet our host. I've been expecting you. Is it who I think it is? Ah, cliffhanger. Oh my goodness, I hope we can see the next one in this video, just so I don't leave you guys on a cliffhanger as well. Oh yes, we unlocked it, okay. Woohoo! I'm so excited. I mean, I know we hate Frollo and Hunchback of Notre Dame, but Rollo, my guys. Okay, yeah, we're gonna just go right into number 7, or chapter 7, and yeah, just after this cut. Alright, so I actually just went ahead and I tried to make the screen bigger as well, so hopefully you guys can see it better, but if that's not like working, I will try and move my screen back to the normal size, and we'll see. Yeah, chapter 7, here we go. It's looking a little bit suspicious. I'm probably gonna move it back. Just give me a second here. Yeah. Do. Okay. Hopefully that's a bit better. Made it smaller again. I actually really like how they have the frames and everything here. In this like screen. But yeah, chapter 7, Better Acquainted. Back at Noble Bell College. I've been expecting you. It's him! Yes. I really hope we can eventually like pull for him. I really want to look at his design. Yana Toboso did it again with the design. Esteemed guests from Night Raven College, welcome to Noble Bell College. Judging by your uniform, you must be the student the head mage mentioned. That's right. My name is Rollo Phlegm. Phlegm. Rollo Phlegm. I serve as the student council president here. Oh, interesting. Our school doesn't have an independent student council, but it sounds like you all do. If that's what the student council president wears... If the student council... Look at how dripped out they are. What the heck? What in the actual hell? God damn. I want to go to that school. I want that drip. Indeed, and while it may sound presumptuous, one could call it the face of our school. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Ah! Immediate encounter with strangers. Isn't the whole point of this social to meet strangers? This human named Rollo. There's something about his presence. Oh, it didn't press. He's not smiling at all. Is he angry about something? This is our vice president, and this is our aide. When they heard they could meet with such an esteemed group, they dropped everything and came running. The entirety of Noble Bell College welcomes you. Our school is small compared to yours, and you may find it lacking in some ways, but we beg your indulgence. How courteous. You have impeccable manners for someone so young. Huh, guess he just has resting deadpan face, but he's actually nice. Game, do not. Resting deadpan face. I mean, I guess that's a PG-13 version of bitch face, but resting bitch face, but I guess. Sure, use deadpan face. Yeah, I'm glad we weren't doing anything to offend him. We couldn't allow you to keep hauling your luggage around, of course. Let me show you to your rooms. I'm afraid it's a bit of a walk. We can use it as an opportunity to get better acquainted, though. Here we go with the guy who always wants to break the ice before getting to the main event. Can't expect me to chat up a total stranger. Why is he even here? That is my question, Riddle. My question exactly. Why is Idia even here? I mean, I understand if this was like his own thing to get himself out of his comfort zone and talk to strangers, but this is a school event. Like, this is like an actual diplomatic event between the schools. Like, you might want to pick somebody who is actually good at like diplomating, and diplomacy is the correct word. Diplomacy. Idia is this, he's just doing a social experiment on himself, okay? Not the most promising start. Yeah, I mean, it's a little awkward. Rollo looks so good. I hope to God that we actually get to pull him one day. Do we get another chapter? Yes, we do. Alright, moving on to chapter 8. Okay, chapter 8. Such Talented Mages, I believe was the title that I just saw. Such talented mages. Noble Bell College courtyard. This is a really pretty courtyard. It's very, very Harry Potter. Very Hogwarts. Ah, so you're a junior. I imagine it's quite an honor being student council president, considering there can only be one in the whole school. I mean, that's so interesting that Night Raven College doesn't have a school president. Like, they have student council, right? And house wardens. Do they have student council? If you guys remember, please comment. But yeah, but they don't have like one president. They have house wardens, but like not one overseer, I guess you could say. Anyways, I'm sure your academic performance is also superb and will guarantee you a promising future. Noble Bell simply has a smaller student body. I can hardly compare to those of you from the great Night Raven College. Please, you needn't be so humble or formal. Why you technically... Please, you needn't be so humble or formal. Why, you're technically my upperclassman. Everyone at my school should be overjoyed to acquaint themselves with such a fine individual. Would be overjoyed. Alright, as you wish. I won't stand on ceremony too much. He's laying it on thick. Hey. Excuse me, Azul? What? Can't you see I'm busy? Dude, why are you cozying up extreme style? Yeah, he's really schmoozing. It's making me nervous. I know whenever you're that friendly, it means you're up to no good. Despite his modesty, he occupies a position equal to us house wardens. There's no question he's an exceptional mage. Hence, it only makes sense to build a rapport with him while we can. For the sake of future interests. I've been observing Ashen Grotto for a while. Is that how one expands their social circle? Perhaps I should take a leaf from his book. The damage is spreading! Rollo is not having it. But where are my manners? I've gotten ahead of myself. Apologies for the belated introduction. Introductions won't be necessary. I already know who all of you are. I'm gonna take like a more snooty attitude with Rollo because he seems like he gives that kind of flavor, you know? Mirazul Ashen Grotto, House Warden of Octavanel, and a merman from the Coral Sea. My, where did you get that information? And you're Idiot Shroud, House Warden of Ignihide and affiliate somehow with the Shroud family. How'd you know? And you. You are Malleus Draconia, scion of the ruling Fae in Briar Valley, and one of the top 5 mages in the world. Correct? Indeed, I am Malleus Draconia. Of course, the great Malleus would be known even in such a tiny burg. You are Sebek Zigvold, and you hail from the same land as Malleus. The one next to you is Silver. He did his research. And over there, chatting with our vice president, is Riddle Rosehearts, House Warden of Heart's Labule. Rokunt, Vice Warden of Pomfior, Jamil Viper, Vice House Warden of Scarabia. Ruggy Bucci, Spade, and Apple Falmier. I thoroughly perused the documents Mr. Crowley so kindly sent me, you see? It's like privacy is a foreign concept to that man. That could get you sued in this day and age. It certainly could. HIPAA violation, you know? You must have a very good memory to recall so many different names. It's simply because I was eager to meet such talented mages. But who have we here? You two there, may I ask your names? I'm the Great Grim, future Great Mage. I'm Han, how do you do? I'm Han, nice to meet you. I feel like nice to meet you would be more formal, and because Rollo's giving some kind of vibes here, we're gonna do that. You must be the student attendance Mr. Crowley mentioned. He said you couldn't use magic. I certainly wasn't expecting you to bring a familiar. A familiar? Wait, are you talking about me? It's the other way around. I'm the boss, and Han's my henchman. Henchhuman. What a dependable companion you have. Han, I imagine it must be taxing living among mages all the time. I entreat you to forget about school while you're here and enjoy a moment of respite in Fleur City. And I hope the rest of you will enjoy the social. I'm truly grateful for your hospitality. Oh, sorry. I'm truly grateful for your hospitality. Think nothing of it. He's giving me like Snape vibes, you know? But look here. This is our front square. It's something of a symbol for our school. Ooh, beautiful. I wonder who that statue is of. Is it... I think that is actually a statue of Frollo, is it not? It has an altogether different feel from Night Raven College. Well, it's like, I'll say this, it's more on par with Royal Sword Academy. It gives that vibe of like brightness and, you know, open, like this openness, brightness. I wouldn't say heroism necessarily, because I mean, we know that story. But yeah, it's definitely brighter. Yes, there's a certain dignity. Dignity is a good word. There's a certain dignity about it. It makes me feel like I should straighten up or something. Look, there isn't a single fallen leaf on the flagstone. They keep this place spotless. When I heard it was a small school, I feared it may not be fitting for my liege. But this seems quite suitable indeed. The students at our school are firm proponents of cleanliness. They are fastidious about maintaining a pristine environment. Yes, this place does possess a certain immaculate beauty. I see you appreciate it. Noble Bell's core tenets are purity and integrity. For my part, I prefer places that are a bit older and decrepit. Ones people tend to avoid. Mm-hmm. Yeah, those are called ruins. What kind of school would it be if people avoided it anyway? Well, be that as it may. How does it strike the rest of you? It's amazing. It really drives home that we're at a totally different school. I've never visited another arcane academy before. Yeah, same. I'm kind of nervous about it, to be honest. Oh, that's totally Rollo. But it's also got some similarities to Night Raven College. Like, we have statues on Main Street. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, totally. That one there reminds me of the statue of that one scary lady. What scary lady? Which one? Oh, you mean the Queen of Hearts statue. The one you and Ace burned? Oh, funny. I totally forgot about that. So they only got one statue, huh? That guy on the horse looks like he'd yell at me if I sneezed wrong. He certainly would. He certainly would. I thought he was a king at first, but he's not really dressed like royalty. In fact, I'd wager he wasn't all that rich. So, who's the statue of? That is the righteous judge. Oh, we're pausing there. Should I give him more of a Snape voice? Like, oh, that is the righteous judge. That's really annoying. I don't like that. We're gonna just do my normal stompy voice. Courtyard. We've cleared that. Can we do the next one? Yep, we can do the next one. Alright, chapter 9, here we go. I really hope you guys aren't getting bored. I know this is like a lot of reading because of how visual novel style this is, but I think it's really interesting to like see this new place and meet this new character and see how much it kind of like relates to the Hunchback of Notre Dame and connects to it. So yeah, chapter 9, a unique artifact. Noble College, obviously. The righteous judge? Oh, you're not familiar? He was a great individual. All the history books say so. Great is a choice. That is a choice word for him. The freshmen might not know, but I do cover him in sophomore history of magic. Of course, I remember the lesson, Professor. I would never forget your teachings. I don't know. Maybe my class hasn't gotten to him yet. A remedial lesson it is, then. The righteous judge is a prominent figure in Fleur City's history. He was known to be highly impartial and always delivered appropriate verdicts. Did he? Did he now? He's a notable historical figure, on par with the Great Seven themselves. Precisely. The story goes that his fair judgments brought peace to the city when scoundrels threw it into turmoil. Wow, what a cool legend. Everyone in Fleur City holds him in the highest esteem. The students of Noble Bell College, likewise, seek to emulate his honorable conduct. Honorable conduct? Oh. The bells of those are the bells of Notre Dame. Ah! What the what? What the what? What indeed is the what, Idia? Was that a bell? It was rather loud. Yes, that was the Bell of Solace. Talk about a grandiose name. Well, it's the bells of Notre Dame. You know, it's gotta be grandiose. I hope this does not get demonetized or like copyrighted. Oh, it's most deserved. The bell is an incredibly unique and valuable magical artifact that's been part of our school for generations. You all must treasure it. Is it comparable to the Dark Mirror at Night Riven College? Yes, many arcane academies possess magical artifacts that become emblematic of their school. It's been many years since I've heard the Bell of Solace myself. Oh? Have you been here before? Decades ago, yes, I came here on my honeymoon. He's married? Currently? I'm in shock. Like, I know, like, he's based off the evil stepmother from Cinderella, but, like, currently he's married? We never got to actually see the bell. It's very rare and valuable, you understand. But my wife was quite taken with its beautiful tones. His weave! His weave! Would you like to see it now? May we truly? Certainly. The whole purpose of the social is to gain a better understanding of one another. I hope you all appreciate how lucky you are. You will not get many occasions to view another school's magical artifact in person. A rare bell, huh? I bet it's all shiny and made of pure gold. What an object of beauty it must be. I can hardly contain my excitement. The tall edifice there is the bell tower. You'll find the bell on top floor. Oh, that's it? Really? Wow, got some, like, revelations coming out about Professor Train being married. Like, I was expecting he would fully, you know, have, like, be, I guess, a widower here and have been married but not be currently married because of the Cinderella story and the spouse passing away. But whoa. Do we get another chapter? Ah, we gotta do more lessons. How many lessons do we need? 100. Okay, so we need 100 lessons for that. So this is where I'm gonna stop here for this video, and then we're gonna continue with book 1 in another video once I have done all the lessons that we need to do, and hopefully a little bit more than that. I hope you liked this book. I thought it was really fun to actually get to see Noble Bell College and get to see Rollo. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!